Hello everyone, I'm Urs Recher.
Hi, I'm Karl Taylor.
And welcome to the next how-to video. Karl, you prepared a product shot for us. What's going on?
Yep, a product shot which essentially is going to be black on black, but because it's a black product, I need to separate it from that background using rim lighting. So we're just using a very small strip of black, and then I'll extend that black out afterwards. Kind of similar to that aubergine how-to video we did, you did a while ago.
Years ago, yeah. Exactly.
But let's walk through the setup on this one.
So I see only two softboxes, the biggest one and the smallest one we have,
Absolutely.
But a lot around.
Yeah, well, essentially it's quite simple in terms of lighting, because like you say, it is just two softboxes. We have the large 120, 180 as the backlight, which is giving me a very large spread of light. The bigger we can make that light, then the more it's going to wrap around the product. And you can see I've got this sheet of diffusion material in, which is actually going to soften the edge of that wraparound.
So otherwise we just get the sharp line from the softbox, and this just feathers the edges a little bit.
It does, yeah. It feathers, as you said, it feathers, diffuses away. So what I'll probably do is I'll show a shot with this and without it, so we can see the difference. The second softbox is actually almost the smallest in the range, the 3560.
So
we're going from the biggest in the range to the smallest.
Absolutely.
But that's fine for this product because the product is small. Got it in very close to the product, trying to illuminate the glossiness of the product. In addition to that, a mirror here, a large mirror which is bouncing some light into this side of the product. And then you cleverly made me a very nice window mask flag to stop the flare, because as we said, we've only got a thin black strip here, because if we're shooting black on black, obviously if this was all black, as you know, we wouldn't get any light onto the rim light of the product. So we can only use a thin strip of black to let the light wrap around, and then I'll extend that black out afterwards. So because of all this extraneous light shining into camera, without your little window mask, we'd be getting flare.
When I understood it right, during the setup, you prefer a mirror here instead of something just white to actually reflect again a gradation, that this light is creating a gradation in the object. Is this right?
Absolutely. I mean, we would have the option there to put another softbox there, but it would be a very flat, homogeneous light source. We could put a flat white material there, but again, a flat line. By using the mirror and picking up some of the gradation off of this softbox and off of this scrim, then we can get a little bit of that gradation light in the reflection on that side.
Okay, great.
Excellent. Right, I think I'm ready to take the shot. And then what we'll do is we'll take a shot with each softbox independently so the viewers can see, and then take the scrim away and see that option as well.
What's doing what? Great.
Okay, so let's get the capture button open. I'm shooting f16, 120mm macro lens, and there we can see the result. Now the interesting part here is obviously the rim lighting, but here you can see the feather of the rim lighting because of the scrim.
Of the screen in front of the softbox.
And here you can see the feather, the gradient, from the mirror reflecting the scrim. And you can see the feather gradient from the scrim, from the rim lighting around. And that's obviously afforded by that black. And as I said, we'll extend that black outwards later, and I'll probably put a fake artificial glow behind the product as well in post-production. There's a couple of little details that I'll have to fix in post-production, where we've got this highly reflective chrome foil. It's a couple of little patches that are gone black, which I'll probably fill in post. But this is a very difficult subject matter to try and capture in one shot. Essentially as well, I'll probably shoot a separate exposure, a darker exposure for the cap, to recover some detail in the cap in the final shot. Let's take a look at just one light at a time. So you're a bit taller than me, Urs, so if you can maybe turn off that top softbox first of all.
Yes.
Now in this test shot, we'll have the rim lighting, but we'll also have the mirror here. So the mirror is still there, and actually the light that you see on the label is just a reflection off the front softbox.
Without flashing.
Exactly, yeah, so it's acting as a reflector, but that would be obviously quite dark. And the letter K would be black without the softbox in there.
So a change?
Yeah, let's go the other way around. And we'll see how important the backlighting is, which is obviously crucial to this shot. So we take that shot, and there we have an invisible product with just a band of light.
It disappears black on black.
Exactly. So that's why it's so essential for the backlighting, the rim lighting. So we'll pop that back on again. We'll take another shot, and then we'll remove the scrim.
All right, good.
And the great thing as well about this shot is we're doing it just with the 2 Siros lights. We're not even using any fancy expensive lighting or specialist product lamps. We're just using 2 standard Siros lights. I believe one's an 800 and one's a 400.
Exactly.
Now, because we've taken the scrim away, we'll probably have to knock a little bit of light off of this. I'm just going to we'll take it down a stop and see how that looks.
So in the background we are now 3 stops below max. Before we have been 2 stops below max, so let's say on 200 joules.
Yeah.
In fact.
And that was on 100 ISO as well at f16. Right, so let's see what we get on the rim lighting this time.
Yeah.
We'll take a closer look at it.
Pretty much the same brightness, so we compensated nicely, but
Exactly, but here, when we look at the detail on that edge there, and we compare it to that edge there, there's the gradation, and now there's no gradation,
sharp edged,
and there's also no gradation in the mirror because the scrim's gone.
Because this is recycling the scrim's light.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So you can choose that maybe as a photographer you might prefer the harder sort of homogeneous lines, but for me I prefer the mix of the lighting with the gradients, because this main light on here was rather homogeneous.
It's sharp,
and then the edges are soft.
Nice.
Okay, hope you enjoyed that how-to video with rim lighting product shots. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Karl Taylor.
Thank you very much, Karl. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.